So what's exciting in North America and specifically in the Gulf Coast right now, fracking has brought back manufacturing renaissance, right? We are competitive globally on feedstocks as well as energy. The U.S. has a great infrastructure system on the transportation side. We have all modes, right? Whether you want to do deep sea, rail, pipelines, etc. So it makes us very competitive domestically as well as internationally. The Port of Houston gives us access to all global markets, and the opportunity here, because we have skilled workforce and we have the feedstock and energy advantage, makes it a great growth platform. The economics aren't changing. Those favorable drivers, right? Energy, feedstock availability, logistics infrastructure, skilled workforce, the forecast right now is that they stay in the picture. So we're continuing to look for opportunities to grow beyond where we are today. We've got other plans in the works for additional polymer plants, as well as some of the raw materials for those polymer plants. I don't think it's peaked, right? The industry has been very disciplined about its growth, right? We all look at our projects multiple times. We assess supply demand. We look at the key drivers that we've already talked about, and we make sure that we're not oversaturating the supply, right? We don't want to kill demand. We want to stay competitive, right? We want to have good earning potential, not only for our companies, but for the economies that we work in, right? We want to be a good neighbor to the communities here in Houston. The industry, as well as Houston, is addressing the workforce, right? We're actively recruiting, training, developing the workforce. So I'm not as concerned about the workforce. Trade tariffs, new air quality standards, they'll create challenges, but the chemical industry is full of a lot of good engineers that are creative and innovative, and we'll find ways to meet those challenges as well. So none of those factors keep me up at night. Yeah. So I can tell you this new PO/TBA plant that we're building has a lot more technology in it than, say, a previous or traditional chemical plant design, right? Everything is 3D modeled, all the specifications are all electronically held. People will be out in the construction zone with tablets. They'll be able to bring up the entire dimensions of and details, the specifications of every single pipe, every single valve. That's very different than 20 years ago when we built these big plants inside the Houston Ship Channel. So technology is absolutely enabling a faster assimilation, right, as well as efficiencies in the construction, reducing our ability to have any error as well. So, you know, one of the positive things for our company, as well as every other company that's in the audience today, is we do a lot of internal analysis, right? We talk to a lot of third parties, we get consultants' views. But when you talk in a setting like this where you have so many different of your peers, right, and you talk about what are the challenges, what are the opportunities, what are we all seeing on the horizon, it gives you more confidence in your decision making, right? So when you're spending $2 billion or $10 billion for a new facility, right, you have more confidence in that decision. You know your indicators are being seen the same way by others. You know the challenges, whether they're tariffs or air quality or workforce planning, are being seen and taken on by all. So you feel as though, even though at times you're competitors, you feel as though as an industry, you're hand in hand working together to continue to promote the chemical industry in the North American manufacturing renaissance. Absolutely. You know, just coming out of supply chain, I found the port information very exciting. I just spent the last 3 years trying to figure out how to export plastic pellets, so it was very exciting to see the 13% growth in the container business and a lot of things that we're doing to promote our ability to export.